I am joined by Karen O'Neill, coming to us from Potomac, Maryland, I believe.
Yes. Yes. Outside of Washington, D.C.
Just left Unifocus, where she was the SVP Americas.
Yes.
You got a history in hospitality technology, StayNTouch, Knockout Micros. Why don't you tell us about your work
Yeah.
history?
Great. Well, thanks for having me, Jason. Yeah, I've been a hospitality industry veteran, I guess you could say, for 20 plus years. I am a proud graduate of University of South Carolina. Go Gamecocks. And I left USC and actually came back to the Maryland area and ended up landing a job at Microsystems, which is now Oracle Hospitality, where I spent 15 years. During most of my tenure there, I was within kind of the sales strategy portion of the company. I ran the major account group as well as the independent hotel business unit for some time, reported to the chairman and CEO, who was an infamous man named Tom Giannopoulos, and got really tremendous exposure to the hospitality industry. Got to dabble with partnerships and meet a lot of the vendor community who were looking to connect to Opera at the time, and really see the evolution of products go from a DOS-based Fidelio system and the original early Micros point of sale systems to their next generation products, which were Opera and now Oracle Cloud and all that great stuff, Symphony. So it was a great experience. I left after 15 years and I pursued for a little while some consulting with a few, again, interesting vendors that I had met along the way, including Sonify, who had come out of bankruptcy and was merging On Command and LodgeNet together. And I helped them with their kind of sales and kind of their strategy for the next generation and moving ahead. And I also met the folks at StayNTouch, which I then later joined as their vice president of sales and marketing. So spent 3 quality years there, helping build out their sales team. They were later acquired by MCR Hotels. And I moved on to Knowcross, which has been where I've been camped out for the last 6+ years. Knowcross was an Indian-based company, so lots of global kind of opportunities in my past. They were based in New Delhi, India, had a strong following, wasn't really a startup, but kind of I treated it as one here in the US because there wasn't a ton of brand recognition when I joined. But I helped really, I think, change that. I ran their marketing globally as well, helped us through the pandemic, which all of us know what a trying time that was, and secured the acquisition by Unifocus, infused with capital from Riverside Private Equity. And I stayed there for about a year after that acquisition happened and really saw through the joining of these two companies, the integration of the teams, both a very globalized team and a Dallas, Texas-based team, and decided to depart, as you said, late last year and really dabble now in some advisory work and some interesting opportunities in our industry as we recover from the pandemic and get back on track.
It's a good lead into
Yes.
why Gain. What led
Yeah,
you to want to join Gain?
thanks. Yeah. Well, Gain, I have been tracking a little bit since the inception. I obviously know Michael and David from the industry, two very well known, respected individuals, I would say, from their past. And when I saw the type of work that they were becoming involved in and some of the different perspectives that they had, not to mention the different personnel that they were recruiting to join the team, it immediately became of interest. When you are on your own also as a consultant, it can be tough, it can be difficult. And I found that by joining this group, it allowed me the autonomy to also continue to do some of the work that I have my hands in already, but also really leverage and help not only the customers that Gain will have, but also the organization, because in some ways it is actually kind of a startup too. And that really speaks to me a little bit about joining a company that I can have very much direct impact on. So yeah, I'm thrilled to be here, super excited for kind of getting out there and doing more.
Well, what can Gain clients expect from you?
Huh. So I think I'm very collaborative. I have a lot of good ideas from working with companies, both small and large. Obviously, you're talking about microsystems that was a couple $1 million to a couple $1 billion by the time I left. So, really being able to see firsthand the evolution of a company and the scale of a company like that, to a smaller pre-seed startup that I've been involved in, or a few of them that I've been involved in. So I really think that I can bring a unique perspective to the clientele that's out there, as well as the global side of things. Yes, I am based in the Washington, D.C. area. I like to call it the East Coast corridor of hospitality, because Marriott, Hilton, Curator, lots of great groups are in my backyard. But I also have a very good global perspective from, again, my past experiences and working with companies that were very internationally focused. So I think that will complement also the stack of advisors that we have so far, who their breadth of scope is obviously very deep and widespread. So yeah, looking forward to that too.
Well, thank you for joining me, Karen.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.